Alright, let's go. Ah, I'm really excited about these guys because the first game was really good. I think like just for a second. Okay, introduce the players.
Alright, I will do so. At the top left position, as the red Zerg, we will have Naugrim. And at the right side, as the purple Protoss, will be Arcneon.
Okay, I just held that the train of thought for a second. I think like Naugrim, you remember how it was like Arcneon had a pretty decent lead, and somehow Naugrim managed to get to a pretty decent position. So I'm really excited because I hope this Naugrim can show us like what he's made of, really.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate for him because it looked like he was in control in certain parts of that game, and just kind of lost it there. I'm actually thinking because Neo Medusa allows for very different strategies from normal. Obviously, you can go Cereaver because you have the back mineral only. Or as Zerg, going for some kind of lurker rush, for example, breaking down or at least threatening to break down the back temples is very effective. You can even go for like a forward hatchery like lurker contain, which is just hilarious and actually works because By Great beat Bisu using that strategy, and it was the best thing ever. So yeah, can definitely do those.
I mean, the thing I really love about this map, and this is one of the things that I find, it's like the funniest thing I can remember is when people really like get very fast Reaver or something like that. They blow out the temples to get around you, and then they lose the game because half of their army went the other way around. Something like this. Yeah, it's so funny because people think like, oh, I'm so smart, I'm going through the temple. You'll never expect that. And then because they don't know exactly how that pathing works to like perfection, you can actually send the units the wrong way. And that's like,
Well, it looks like Arcneon is going to avoid all that and just 2-gate, like a boss.
Yeah.
2-gate at the front. No need to worry about pathing, man. These ults go where they need to go. Although it would be hilarious if he sends his ults to the Zerg's base and they get stuck at the temples in the back and they don't actually go there. That would be the best and worst way to lose the game.
Although I have some games where you do that, they get stuck at the temple, and because the Zerg thinks like it's just one zealot, they don't make any other links. Suddenly you find them and you attack and you just win. It's like you make a mistake but you win because of that.
Dude, it's like what happened to Jaedong. Like, it was Flash vs Jaedong, right? Where Flash just like moved out with 3 Marines and SCV and just instantly killed him. Just so funny. Alright, looks like Probe Guy gonna do his thing. Luckily for Arcneon, Naugrim did actually scouted in the wrong direction with his Overlord, but did actually make 6 lings here, so gonna be thankful that he didn't skimp on those, even though I believe he went for the Overpool. A lot of players going for Overpool go for just a single pair of Zerglings and then drones, but here we go. Is he going to see the probes? I think he sees the probe now. He definitely sees the probes.
Yeah. If you see the probes, you definitely know that this is a very heavy commitment.
Oh god. Oh god.
Like, he should not chase that with the Zerglings. He should go to the main of the Protoss. You really want to make the Protoss make the mistake in the micro, and you want to put the pressure on him as well. If you try to defend it like this, the main problem is that you're always on the defensive, and the Protoss decides whether you have to be microing or not. I don't like this from Naugrim, really.
It's really iffy, isn't it? Like, oh, hold that thought. Here we go, the micro battle. Zerglings on drones! How good is the spread? The Zerglings getting a really good surface area on all the Protoss units. The probe's getting a little bit stuck in the back. One probe has fallen, but that's the only unit dead for the Protoss. And here we go. They've now run all the way into the main. Where are they going to go, though? There's nowhere for them to go. It looks like they might just have to run into a corner. There's so many Zerglings. There's 2 Zealots actually at the natural attacking the hatchery, but they're not going to be that useful. These Zealots doing very little here. Besides, I guess, force a million Zerglings. And here we go, going for the hatchery, not really doing too much. Interestingly, a 3rd hatchery is already finished here in the back. He might just forget about that one and just defend his main 2 here. Actually, that was quite greedy of Naugrim to already have the hatchery. I don't know actually when he even started that. But, oh, nice drone drill!
Yeah, very, very nice. That would have been actually quite dangerous if he didn't do that.
That's actually a big mistake by Arcneon to position himself there. You never want to be between the mineral line and the gas and just get drilled like that. And here we go.
This is still a very low economy game. If you... I don't know exactly how Arcneon is planning to finish this off because he's still on like 10 probes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just an all-in. It was like a forward,
Yeah.
you know, 10-11 gate. But he might actually get this natural hatchery. No, never mind. Oh, no, I don't think he can leave. Oh, no, he is. I thought he might have been better off running behind the minerals, but actually he groups with a third Zealot. And he's still being annoying here with 2 in the back. Looks like his multitasking is pretty good, although no! Getting surrounded at the front! And that's bad.
And in the main also losing the Zealots, gets surrounded completely. Although there is no speed, so these things are still relatively not as dangerous. But yeah, I mean, this is an all-in and it's not working.
It's definitely not. Interesting that his supplies are quite close, but that is so many Zerglings. He needs to run back right now. But the problem is, if the Zerglings push him all the way back to the wall, this isn't exactly an easy position to defend. Because even though the Zerglings can't run through the wall, they can just attack the gateway from the outside. So you're going to have to come out eventually. But it looks like the Zerglings not even going to let him go back. But that's a decent number of Zealots that you can see. They're actually killing a good number of the Zerglings. And 3 more probes coming out. Oh my god. There's 3 more probes coming out, Cat's Paw.
This is a full commitment. It's not going to work because the Zealots are going to die before the probes get there.
Oh god, probes, help!
Probu! Help us! We are just the stronger version of you, but you're the one who has to do the work.
Dude, right now the Zealots are wishing that the probes were like SCVs and could repair them or something. How useful would that be? Oh my god, probes should be able to like recharge your shields like mini shield batteries. You know? I mean, they've got particle beams, right? You can just like zap the shields back or something.
Yeah, I think a lot of balance problems could come from that.
Nah, dude. It's completely fine, man. I mean, if SCVs can repair each other, why can't probes repair each other? Whoa, Zergling's taking a lot of free hits here. Big engagement in the middle. This could actually decide the game right here, and it looks like the Zerg is going to overpower the Protoss, and because the Zealots are slower, they cannot escape, making a fighting retreat here, killing a lot of Zerglings on the retreat. Surprisingly, more Zealots coming out, and actually an even exchange. Unbelievable.
You know, we could probably just go and do something, be back in like 20 minutes, and they're still gonna be at this stage.
Oh
because
my god.
the thing is that they both know what, like, it's so dangerous right now to try to do anything else, that they both know that they have to commit to this kind of style. You see, there's not even gas for Naugrim. He's not even like, imagine if those organs had speed by now. Like, that would be hilariously difficult for Arcneon to micro. But Naugrim knows he really needs more Zerglings. Oh my god, the Zerglings at the back!
Are they getting stuck? Are they stuck? They're stuck.
They're stuck. If he loses because of that, like...
Oh god. Could you imagine if he loses and has like 15 Zerglings stuck at the temples? Oh god, the Zealots are running around though! Where are they going? They're just running through!
No!
What the?
What is Arcneon doing?
Oh my god.
That was not...
What? He just suicided like 6 Zealots for nothing there. He does actually have a forge finish. He's building cannons, so he might not actually die to the counter, but it's going to be incredibly close.
You think those Zealots are going in and they're like, Executor, are you sure this is what we're supposed to be doing? And the Executor, yeah, you'll be fine.
He's like, don't worry about it, guys. If you die, you'll just come back as a Dragoon anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Oh. No, cannon doesn't finish.
The other one is gonna die probably as well.
I mean, if he had the Zealots here, you could have just made a wall and that would have been that.
Yeah.
Oh god. Wait, is he gonna? No, he's not gonna hold this off, is he? Is that a... Oh my god!
He's got 30 probes, and I don't even know where they are, because I'm trying to find them, and I can't find more than 4. Oh, okay. Oh, there they are. Like... Okay, even if he does hold this, at this point, I think it's safe to say that Naugrim can take the rest of the bases on the map before there is any threat to him.
Yeah, I mean, 16 supply to 32. Interestingly, all the Zerglings in the base have been cleared up, and he's gonna hold here. He's gonna hold. You need to hold the top. You need to block it. Oh no, it's not. Wait, how did that link get in? Is it not tight on the bottom or something?
No, it's not that. It's actually tight on the bottom, but oh my god, the probes that were actually blocking, and Naugrim couldn't actually aim the probe that was blocking because of the gateway being in like just under it. So a lot of Zerglings did die, and he didn't really accomplish that much yet with them.
Well, he does get one into the main, but that's going to get taken care of very quickly here. So Bit of a suicide there from Naugrim as well, but it doesn't really matter because remember he also had this really fast back third hatchery as well.
Yeah. And he's getting a lair really fast. Is there a core? Nah, no core. There's no way even to make it at this point. You really need a lot of probes to get your economy back. I mean, I think this is why you don't double gate anymore, because people really figured out how to stop it. And I think if you do commit to something like this, you need to bring like 7 probes. I think that was the number that Koreans used to do.
Is it 7? I mean,
I think it was 7. I think so.
Okay. I mean, he only brought 3. The thing I'm confused about though is it was a 10-11 gate, wasn't it? It wasn't like a 9-9 because 9-9 is obviously the super mega all in.
Yeah.
So maybe he actually wasn't trying to go completely all in and then just ended up in a weird situation because the Zerg went for the overpull and actually made 6 lings. Because if you think about it, if Naugrim went overpull and only made 2 lings, like most Zergs are doing nowadays, he would have actually been in a lot of trouble. But as it stands, because he made the 6 lings, he's completely fine. And another Zealot attack here. Not sure how wise this is because link speed is finished.
I mean, I guess in a way what you could try to do with this is not really just... Oh, okay, that's gonna be bad.
Yep, he has ignored you. The Executor's drunk, he's making bad decisions again.
You know, that Executor, like, I would assume that in game 3 he's gonna get fired.
Wait, I just thought of another balance change that we need. Alright? Every time a Zealot dies, you should get a discount when you make the next Dragoon, right? Or you should just get a free Dragoon, right? So every time you lose a Zealot, you get a free Dragoon. So right now, if he gets a Cyber Core, he can build like 10 free Dragoons. How awesome would that be?
You know, I'm assuming that what Zergs would say in this case is, okay, you can have that one if every time that my Zergling dies, it plagues everything it touches. So, I mean, it is, after all, you know, all these things that come from the larva, they have actually the genetics for everything. So, you know, they could actually just have the genetics of the plague inside them, and as soon as you kill them, they just plague you.
Dude, someone should make a UMS map with all these changes. Actually, wait, wasn't there some like custom Broodor map where they added a whole like 2 units to each race? They had like a mega battle cruiser and like a super defiler that had all these extra abilities, and it was like really, really cool.
Oh, I mean, that was a long time ago. I'm really not... I'm trying to think about that, but I can't really get to it now. Okay, we do have Mutas, though, at this point, and with actually the economy that Naugrim has, he's even taking another base, and he's still floating 1,000 minerals, so... I mean, Arcneon, as well as you held before, I don't think you can do it anymore.
Oh man, he's so close though. He is getting +1 Sares. It's just not in time, obviously, because of the early losses. And his 2 cannons, again, just a few seconds too slow. If these mutas were 10 seconds later, I think he would have been absolutely fine. He could have had 2 Corsairs with 2 cannons there. It looks like the Scourge actually do suicide onto cannons, but there's just not anything to deal with all of these Mutalisks. So this could very well just be the game right here. There's some Zealots going for the counterattack to try and distract the Mutas a little bit, but there's not really much he can do. He's even just going to lose the Stargate straight out, and that's probably just going to be the game right there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see this going any longer than maybe 2 minutes more. Just not really. I mean, Arcneon doesn't really have a way to even survive the Mutas if they decide to actually dive in.
Yeah.
So...
And looks like that might be what they're doing. He's also killing his own gateway because his Dragoon is stuck outside. Oh god, save the Dragoon. Wait, cannons, you need to shoot the mutas, not the gateway. Cannons, stop! Stop! We have a higher priority target here.
I told you, man, this Executor is getting fired.
Cannons, stop! Just shoot the mutas! Cannons! Stop! Cannons! Stop it!
You know, he should actually aim his own Nexus now. with a cannon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, Arcneon kind of, yeah, he basically agrees.
Oh my god. Oh, he needs a 3-minute break. He needs to go take a cold shower and just like get his head back together. Okay. GG!
Hey.
And the score is now 1-1.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Nice. Though now, I have to say, I do miss those kind of games where you do have the two gateway builds because they can get really crazy like these ones. It's
Hmm.
really difficult to figure out exactly where you are in the game after like 10 minutes of constant battles
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you really don't know like how many probes did he make, how many like zealots he lost. It's very difficult to keep track of that.
yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? Maybe Arcneon was like, I need to average out to the correct number of probes in all my games. So I'm gonna build and because I built way too many in game number one, I need to have way too few probes in game number two. That way, when people go back and look at the stats, you're gonna be like, Arcneon has perfect number of probes on average in his games.
Well, that's like saying that on average, I have very good life overall. I mean, that's not saying much, but yeah, you could use that argument. It's
Well,
a good way to put it.
it's like the average human being has less than two legs. Think about it.
What? How does that work?
Dude, because all you
You're
need.
just screwing with me.
No, dude, think about it. All you need is like one person that only has one leg, and the average goes like to 1.99999 because nobody
Let's
has three legs.
okay, I'm not gonna try to tell you whether you're right or wrong on that last thing, but
Just trust me, man. I'm
yeah.
Protoss, just trust me.
Okay, wait. What's up with my deal? Download. It's kind
Uh, oh, we're
of,
stuck. Remake. Remake,
all
boys. All right, hold on. I'll rehost it.
right.
For anyone wondering, we are actually going to go to game 3 of this series. We're going to close it out and see just how many probes we're going to get. Hopefully nobody, gambled and bet that he would go over 90 probes in that last game because, you lost. Sorry.
Uh,
It's
well,
by a little bit.
you could say that, but at the same time, I think pretty much nobody gambled that we would see like 12 or 13. So probably nobody really won. So you get your money back, right?
Is that how that works? I don't know, man.
I have no idea.
Like when you bet at those sports places, if like everybody got it wrong, do you just all get your money back, or does the house just take everything?
Like, the house takes is everything. Sorry, guys, we were all wrong.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Game number 3 on Heartbreak Ridge. Here we go.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, Heartbreak